evening. It is dark. It is cold. Not really, it's still like 90 degrees even though it's like 10 o'clock at night. So, I was out earlier today with the Jiggly Larva, and my oldest says, "Hey Dad, I need you to make me some spiders, I'm out." So I asked Jiggly Larva number 1, what kind of spiders you want? She said she didn't care. I asked her what color she wanted. She said she didn't care. So we're going to have some fun with this one. Now, give me just a minute to set up my stuff. There's my toolkit. So, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to get this set up, and I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry, about an inch. I don't know what size hook I got in there. It's the second to the biggest. So whatever size that is. I wish these had numbers on them. It'd make it way easier to tell you what I'm doing. But anyway, I digress. So I've got out enough material for, I don't know, a dozen spiders or so. We're going to get started with a more natural colored one, and then we'll get into the fun ones. Tilt that so you can see what I'm doing here. The hook's already in the vise, so I'm just going to lay down a layer of basic thread. Now, spiders are pretty easy to make, which is one of the reasons why I like them, is because I can't really screw them up. Alright, we got a nice little thread layer going. That's honestly probably too much. The first thing I'm going to do, we're going to do a pretty basic natural color. I've got this gray foam. Now, I prefer 5mm thick foam, but I've got 3. So we're going to make it work. So we're going to start there. We're going to lay that down. And you want to get it down nice and tight. You want to check it for straightness before you go on. Okay, that's nice and straight. For the legs, these are actually the strands out of spinner bait trailers. You can buy the expensive crazy legs if you want, but I don't see the need in that because these work just fine. So basically, I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to fold it in half. Get this nice little U shape going. Get the ends as even as you can. Something about like that. Now, of course, you can do longer legs on it if you want, but that's what I'm going to do. Then we're going to basically just tighten it in. Just like that. And I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold that in half. I keep forgetting what side the camera's on. I'm sorry. There we go. We're going to fold that in half like that. Get those little ends even as we can. And we're going to tie that in. Curse you, Batman. Alright, and then this long piece here, that's the butt. We're basically just going to fold it up and lay it across right where we were tie-in anyway. So it ends up like that. And we're going to tie it down. Alright. We're going to fold the legs back and we're going to go back to the shaft. We're going to give it a couple loops. We're going to put in a hitch, which is basically, you just put a loop in it, put the loop over the hook and then pull it tight. One is usually enough. And that's basically just to hold everything in place. And then now I'm going to whip finish it and call it done. Now I'm not terribly good at whip finishing, and I know that there's a way to do it by hand, but I don't possess that kind of hand-eye coordination. Okay. Oop. So we're going to go around, I'll say 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to pop out the front one like that. And we're going to pull it tight. Alright, realistically, that one's done. I'm going to trim that little bit of thread. Pop it out the vise, get it up here by the camera. Now you'll see that there's a long trail of thread right here. It's just from where I started it. It needs to come out too, so I'm going to go ahead and get it out. Fantastic, that's gone. And we made loops with the front legs. When I put the legs on, we just need to cut those. Boop. Boop. Cool. And then just pull on the legs a little bit. Now what you're doing when you're pulling on the legs is you're pulling them more over to the side instead of the bottom. You don't want to pull too hard though, you might pull them completely out. The Duke. So you can see the side that I did, they're sticking straight out to the side. Then we do the other ones. Cool. And with that, spider number 1's done. I'm going to do, I don't know, I count 12. So I'm going to do 11 more, various colors, shapes, sizes, blah, blah, blah. And we'll be back a little bit. Focus, bastard. There we go. Those are the 10 that I made for my young'un. There are 5 different colors to each: yellow, white, gray, purple, and pink. Various legs and whatever, but there you go. 10 spiders and she's all set.